Today we're going to be unboxing the 55-inch Samsung S95C. The packaging is pretty plain. It's just this polka dot white print that you've seen pretty much from every single Samsung as of late. So there's not a lot happening here, but let's open it up and see what's inside. So there's kind of a lot happening right here, okay? So the first thing you're going to notice is you've got a lot of different pieces here. Now, they've got a lot of plastic, right? A lot of plastic. For those who say that the ink on the box kind of being stripped away is for like going green in the environment, that's a lot of plastic. I still don't understand how ink is the thing that gets sacrificed and not the plastic. So environmentally, I think that's kind of a loss, but whatever. As far as the television itself, this is probably one of the more complicated stands I've seen in a while. You've even got this like doodad here that like flips down and whatnot. Yeah, pretty odd, if I do say so. It doesn't really seem like Samsung's traditional stand approach, how it usually is simplistic. I do see we've got some screws here on the bottom, right? We got our power cable. Now, this is the small power cable for the One Connect box, right? They've got another one that I'll be using, but if you notice, it's really thick. It's like extension cord thick, like construction cord extension cord thick. It's ridiculous almost with how thick it is. Now, again, the reason I point this out is because the last One Connect box that Samsung had that they were advertising kind of to the mass majority of people were, you know, the ones with the one invisible wire, a really thin wire, and now it's super thick. So that's something that you're going to have to weigh up if you're trying to buy this specifically for wall mounting, which is why I point that out for those who think that maybe I'm being a little overly negative here. No hate, just pointing that out. You might have a problem with this. Come on, you really want to wall mount with this big massive thing here? I mean, unless you've got like a crazy detailed setup, it might be something else. And of course you have the remote here, which is their same exact remote that you have on the QN90C. I'm gonna go ahead and dump that out. And that's basically the same plastic remote, rounded edges and all. It'd be nice to see a metal remote at this price point, but hey, it is what it is. Now to put the stand together, you're gonna take this piece here and you're gonna take these grooves and you're gonna line it up with these grooves here. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna put it into place like that. And you're gonna slide it down. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Of course, you can have it flip down already. It doesn't matter one way or another. I just did it to make it a little easier. And that's a magnet that'll hold it into place. Then we're gonna take these grooves that you see here, and we're just gonna put them right in these little notches here. And that'll allow us to put the stand on the back. Then what we're gonna do is take the screws that were on the back of this stand, and we're just going to put them in the four corners that correspond with them and screw them in. Next, we take the stand that we already put together and we basically hook it right here. We just take it and put it right on the back and it pretty much falls into place very easily like that. So once you're done doing that, you take the 4 screws that comes in the other pack and then you put your remaining 4 screws here. So after you're done with putting the 4 screws here and you line up this little piece here, you put it on and then that's pretty much it. Now a little pro tip, hold the base of the stand and just lift up, you know, and that'll help you be able to attach this easier if you have it on its back like I do. That's what I did. I just ended up, again, the base of the stand, hold it and pull it up, and then you'll be able to get it on a lot easier. Now, in terms of the back of the TV, it's pretty darn cheap. I haven't heard a single person that has reviewed this TV talk about how truly cheap it is. You hear that plastic? It's very hollow and very cheap. I've seen this on their $600 and $500 models. I've even seen this on their $399 models. So this level of cheaply built nonsense is just not acceptable. Now, they try to sweeten the deal by putting speakers and everything in it, but this is cheap. Like, why do this? Like from the S95B, right, which is the predecessor, you don't have the nice premium metal backing. Now you have ribbed plastic. Again, it's a cheap thing that is a bit of a downgrade if I do say so myself. So while you get nice speakers, you are losing some things in the process of making that happen. Now let's talk about reflection handling on the Samsung S95C, because it's pretty darn spectacular. I'm sitting here and I can barely even see myself. Now you can see all the way at the tippy top right here, you can see the little light that I have above in my home, but that's about it. So it's really not a mirror, and that means that it's gonna be really good in a bright room scenario to where, again, reflection handling is beast. Honestly, way better than the Samsung S95B. And so if you're somebody that's looking for an OLED that does a great job in a dark room, or rather in a bright room scenario, this is definitely winning for me so far. So now we've turned it on for the first time, and as you guys see, it says OLED secured by Knox, and it's doing the whole startup thing that it loves to do.
Hello. Discover great new possibilities.
I think I will.
2 simple options. How would you like to get started?
We're going to start with the remote control.
To use the accessibility function, simply press and hold the volume button.
Yeah, that's also like one of my favorite shortcuts. Like, it goes missed, honestly, but if you press and hold the volume button in the center, it'll pull up the accessibility menu. And as you see here,
19 items, voice guide, off.
It's really annoying, but this is where you can find the picture off.
Disable.
I love using picture off. Now, new this year, which is not on the Samsung S95B, which I noticed immediately, is an edit button.
Edit accessibility.
And this lets you choose which ones you'll never use. And I think that's actually pretty darn ace, because I'm just gonna go ahead and disable all these ones that I'm not gonna use. Oh, one box does 2 things, I see. Position, turn off caption, turn off color inversion, turn off grayscale, turn off zoom text, turn off high contrast, magnification, audio description, and voice guide. So now it's quiet. Or I guess not. I guess I have to save it first. But you see what I mean.
Accessibility shortcuts, 2 items, picture off,
And let's see if we can turn off accessibility settings. Can we? No, it won't let us turn off accessibility settings. But a win is a win. So that's how you do that if you want a shorter accessibility menu. Now, I'll double check maybe on some of the newer firmware for the Samsung S95B. You might have the ability to turn this down. I'm going to go ahead and lower my ISO just in case you guys can't see the text on the screen. And I'm also going to turn off the light in my room here. So I'm going to get up, go all the way over here, boop, light off now. And okay, so now you guys should see a little bit better. So now that we've got our accessibility settings kind of taken care of, we're going to close that out. We're going to go ahead and hit the next option. Now it's going to ask retail mode or setup basically an HDMI device. I'm going to do retail mode so that the store demo loops. Now after you do that, it'll ask you your Wi-Fi. I just skip past that, and then it'll say take your viewing experience to the next level. This is basically where they'll do sound and volume optimization using their AI technology, which is their active voice amplifier and their adaptive sound plus technology. You do not necessarily need this, but you can do it. I'll go ahead and do it now just so we can see what this process is like. I just clicked enabled, and then that's just kind of where it took us. Catchy little jingle that they've got going on there. Hope it doesn't get copywritten. Probably will. So now we're snapping in. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Yeah, that's really nice. I like it. I mean, I think there was kind of no outcome where I wasn't going to like this, but that's pretty slick right there. I do like that. They say, guess what? And I don't know what I'm guessing, so what? I guess that's the part where we were supposed to respond. I don't know. That's a cake? That looks delicious. I'm kind of hungry now. They did me dirty, guys. I'm wanting more cake. This looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Colors are like pretty impressive. Normally I would have to do a lot of work to get colors that look like this. This looks really buttoned up. Now, of course, this is very biased demo content. They never actually, oh, a bunny. They never actually show us, is that taxidermy now? That's fucked up. That's not okay. Okay, that was weird. Sorry, guys. It's just weird when I see stuff like taxidermy. So now it looks good. I mean, so far as the demo goes, it's definitely pretty impressive, but like I was saying, normally I would have to calibrate to a substantial degree to get something resembling this image. Now, looking at the skin tones, I can immediately tell that it is a cooler picture. So it's not like you're not going to have to calibrate it at all. I know rtings.com was saying something like that in their recent video. That's just not true. You're going to have to make some adjustments because, oh, that's cool. Because it doesn't out of the gate, you know, kind of show you the best color like off the bat. So that's something that you are going to have to adjust. I'll be doing that, and yes, I'll be making settings for you guys, for everybody who is wondering, who's like, hey, I need settings. It's like, don't worry, I got you guys. In the meantime, we're definitely going to be taking a look at more of this because this looks really good. I mean, this whole, like, this is a trippy demo, if I am being honest. It's like everything's melting and falling apart, and like, it's very, like, mind screwy, if you will. Like, it's very strange demo. Now they're lighting an apple and it's melting. Like, it's very artistic. I do appreciate that aspect of it for sure. These gems are absolutely gorgeous. Every color I could dream of. Like, I want to grab that. What is that, Jello? Look, you guys got to stop. They threw down on this demo. I'm having fun doing this, actually, which I rarely ever have fun with, like, a generic store demo, but that one was fun. It was very creative, that demo there. Minus the taxidermy. I did not appreciate that because I love all animals for the most part except for killers. But you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, so far this is a pretty big one. I gotta say, I'm loving, okay, just for the things that I'm loving the anti-glare technology. I don't know what they did differently from the S95B, but it definitely works. I don't know if they brought back like triple black technology or what, but this is definitely fantastic. I'm also liking that obviously there's a One Connect box this year. You guys can't see anything on the table here, but underneath it is where I have the One Connect box, so it's out of sight, so you don't have to have it. I don't like that it is a thick cord, but again, we'll save more of my opinions for the first impressions video as I get more time and more experience with it, but for all intents and purposes, so far so good. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. Keep it locked, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.